against Jiahui, a man he's beaten 3 times in the 3 times they've
played.
played.
First frame, Jiahui, the
Most
break.
recently at the Welsh Open last season. Yeah, you're going to need your chalk. He's a very talented young man. He's only 20. He won the World Snooker Federation World Amateur title last season to get back on the tour, having dropped off initially. And he beat Sean Murphy, the top-up player in the UK Championship last season as an amateur, Ken, in a match which created a few headlines.
Yes, definitely. No amateurs allowed in this tour. That's what Sean Murphy famously said. He got a bit of stick for that, and duly deserved. I don't mind saying so myself. But yeah, he's very talented, this young boy. See, Jiahui, and Judd Trump will be aware, even though he's got a good record against him, he'll be very well aware of his talents.
Yes, in particular, Trump will be aware that Jiahui was actually a quarter-finalist in the last ranking event, the European Masters. OK, it was a few weeks back in Germany, but he lost out to the eventual winner, Karen Wilson. Beat the likes of Anthony McGill, Zhao Guodong along the way. So clearly improving all the time, and now he's back on tour also. He's got the 2-year card back, so not under the rankings pressure of some players in his first year.
Yeah, come here with a bit of form, a bit of confidence. It's the first little tester for him, long red here. Oh, nicely played, and very confidently played as well for the black. Excellent shot. He's got a nice angle on the black here as well as we watch this red go in to try and disturb those 2 reds just above the black spot and free up the black spot into both pockets. Nicely played as well. Very, very good.
Yeah, he's got to try and do what Ursenbacher did against O'Sullivan, which is not show any fear. Well, that's one of the reasons I think he keeps on beating Ronnie. He doesn't seem intimidated playing him.
Yeah, I think that's the key. You gotta go out there, and no matter who you're playing, it's not easy to do. He's playing one of the best players ever played the game in Judd Trump, but you've got to go out there with a positive attitude and play your own game.
Yeah, and you can't feel that I'm coming onto your table. It's not his table, it's the table. And Jiahui deserves to be on it as much as anybody.
Yeah, one of the beautiful things, but also one of the hardest things
16.
in our sport is that when you're at the table, Jiahui is at the table now, that his opponent can't do anything. You just got to sit and wait. So, got to try and dominate these type of situations and try and make the most of them.
Seventeen.
At least 4 reds in the open here, so plenty of choice. I'll try and screw off 2 cushions here. Yeah, nicely played. 1-2. As long as he doesn't lose the cue ball, looks needs to slow down, but he's okay. He can pot that red and get on the black.
22. Free.
That's a mistake. He could have easily played off the cushion and
30.
maybe taken this red that he's going to take into the left centre. He could have taken that into the bottom right, same pocket as the black. A bit more difficult, this. It's missable. Digging down on the cue ball, you see. Yeah, wasn't easy.
Jiahui, 30.
Well, he hasn't left it.
Of course, we've seen Judd Trump already here last couple of days in the World Mixed Doubles partnered on Yi, and they made a good start. In fact, they were looking the early favourites, but of course that 4-0 defeat to Robertson and Mink sunk their chances yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, how do you think he played in that? I don't think he played anywhere near the way he could play or can play. So he's probably searching for a little bit of form himself, Judd Trump. What do you think there?
Yeah, I think in the doubles format, it's hard, isn't it? He's such a fluent rhythm player, and the nature of doubles, it can be very stop-start, so maybe didn't sort of suit his natural game. Season, even though it started in June, there hasn't been that many events to play in. Trump did play Championship League, lost in his, didn't get through his first group there. European Masters, lost to Barry Hawkins in the quarters. Well, how many lucky kisses do you want in one shot?
Yeah, a little right smile. Being a bit fortunate, he's covered this red down the right-hand side, but Judd Trump has got this red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. It's not a natural angle, though, to get down for the black. That red below the black on the top cushion is sort of in his way. Maybe just looking at a safety shot here. Well, he's gone for the pot, but he's played it with an element of safety, and that's okay. There is one red available in the middle of that pack, but certainly far from easy. But it's a possibility.
Well, he certainly went full-blooded at it. Now let's see what the damage is.
1.
Trump, of course, was on that incredible roll. He won 5 ranking events one season, 6 the next. Always going to be difficult to keep that up. Last season he won 1 plus the Champion of Champions, which is a huge event. Got to the World Final. But of course he was being compared against the previous 2 years he'd had. Most players would have been pretty happy with 2 titles and a run to the Crucible Final. But of course, with Sullivan
8.
losing, if Trump were to win the title this week, and he would have to win the first prize, he would go back to the top of the rankings.
Nine.
Yeah, that's a nice extra incentive for him. He really has over the last 3 or 4 years.
16.
Really come to the fore. Been dominating the game more or less.
17.
With all those ranking wins and titles, as you mentioned, and consistency, even ones that he hasn't. He's normally at the business end of most events.
$24.
He's found a wonderful level of consistency, hasn't he, David? That was probably missing for a few years.
25.
That's right, it just clicked, didn't it? It was Northern Ireland Open 4 years ago, 2018. He went there. At that stage, he'd won 8 ranking titles. He's now won 23. Turned out winning was fun.
$32. $33.
And a few of those were here, of course, during the lockdown season. He seemed to play more snooker than anybody in Milton Keynes. They just changed the set. It was a new tournament, and off we go again.
$38.
And it's gone wrong. Didn't want that little kiss on the red. Let's hope to miss the red. And I can just play a safety shot now. This has gone wrong as well. It's not the best shot he's ever played. It doesn't look like he's left that red. He's contemplating a back double here. It'd be very risky. Cue ball will be travelling down towards the black. He would leave that red. Left of the black. It might be a bit more prudent here just to take stock. This is a dangerous shot if he plays this. Oh, he's played it well. Concentrating on maybe hiding that red to the left with the cue ball, but yeah, nice pot. But he's not on the black nicely.
$8.
So, rather tense start here. I can tell you Mark Allen has won the opening frame against Stuart Carrington. Barry Hawkins the first against Dwayne Jones. Joe Perry 1-0 up on Hussein Vafai. 4 tables here, of course. As I said earlier, they did a great job, the team here, overnight to re-rig this arena. It was a through-the-night job. After the mixed doubles, of course.
Jiahui 8.
He's got away with that again. Is this red available below the pink into the right centre? It's very risky. It certainly is potable, but a lot of risk involved. Ah, well played. Beautiful shot. Beautifully cued. Well worth another look. Can he get on one of these reds down below the pink here? That's a beautiful shot.
6.
Well, briefly thought of switching hands.
cue ball's just run on slightly. I wanted to have a better
7.
angle on the black for the two reds. That's one thing that he's got in his armory. He's blessed
14.
with wonderful cue power. Hardly touched that cue ball. Found perfect position.
15. Judd 15.
Well, that was a surprise, and also he's brought that other red into a much more possible position as well. Pink bringing the red out.
One.
Oh, he's a bit unlucky there, just catching the knuckle of the middle pocket, because he played out tremendous amount of left hand spin on the cue ball. Still okay, he's tall enough to reach this. Oh, has he got the cover? I think he has, you know.
Jiahui
It's not
8.
too bad.
Well, another chance for C here in what's been a very scrappy first frame.
Well, he's going to need that brown. I wonder will he try and take the brown off the cushion here. Deep screw. Yeah, excellent shot, well played.
1.
That gives him a good chance now. He had a nice angle, saw the shot, played it, and played it well. Just checking the scoreboard. If he took the blue, he'd be 1 point behind, which meant that yellow, green, brown and blue would be 13 ahead with pink and black. That's what he's going through his mind at the moment, trying to do his calculations. Blue wouldn't be a bad ball to take here. That pink ball could be the pivotal ball in this frame.
6.
Bit of work to do before he gets to that. Oh, he cued that beautifully.
8.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, so as Ken says, this could yet end up a respot. Brown and blue, 13 in front, 13 on.
Yeah, and I think that was the importance of taking the blue off the last red, because sort of gives them a little bit of insurance and security. That pink is going to be very difficult. Pot the brown, pot the blue, at least she's going to be 13 ahead with 13 remaining. Doesn't anywhere but straight here in this
15.
blue. Anywhere but straight. He's okay. He's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just got to drop behind the pink, take the pink into the yellow pocket. And he'd like to be almost straight on this pink, so he's got to try and almost be touching the ball cushion with the cue ball here. Got to be very precise. always, David, as we know, balls down the ball cushion is so much more difficult
20.
than playing this if it was behind the black. But have a look at that for a shot. Inch perfect. Just drop the pink in for the first frame.
And in it goes. So it's a terrific little clearance. A lot of chances on either side before that. A few errors as well. But Jiahui looking to follow where Alexander Ursenbacher led, beating O'Sullivan. He leads Judd Trump 1-0. Welcome back to day one of the British Open here in Milton Keynes. Jiahui from China leads Judd Trump 1-0. It's best of 7. Barry Hawkins 2-0 on Dwayne Jones. If he does win there, Hawkins, he'll play Karen Wilson in a rematch of their European Masters final a few weeks ago in Germany, where Jiahui here got to the quarterfinals. That's his best run in a ranking event so far. It was Wilson who beat him. He's not frightened to have a go, and that in itself could be an advantage. Of course, if you start missing and leaving Trump in, it won't be, but he's showing Trump, I'm going to take the game to you.
And that's where Judd Trump really has to stamp his authority on this match. A few mistakes in that last frame that he certainly won't be happy with.
Eight. 9.
Nice position, this. 3 or 4 red still in the open.
$16. 17. Sure.
Just getting the cue ball cleaned. Now, decision has to be made here. Does he go into the pack off the black, or does he play for one of the loose reds? If he was 1-0 up, I'm sure he'd go into the pack here. The fact that he's 1-0 down. Yeah, I don't blame him for this. No. Want to chase all blacks just yet. He's gone up for the red, white of the
24.
blue. That's one of
25.
these sort of positions, isn't it, David, that, you know, you've lost the first frame. You want to try and make as much from this opportunity as possible. Keep your opponent in the chair.
Particularly how he got in. Jiahui went for what would have been a bit of a showstopper, but didn't get it, and he wants to keep him in his
30.
place there in that seat, punishing.
One.
He was disappointed how he played on the first day of the World Final. I think he was still a bit punch-drunk after that Mark Williams semi-final, which was an extraordinary match. So dramatic, and of course he didn't have that long to come down from it. Played much better in the third session, but O'Sullivan was superb in the final session, treated it like just a completely new match.
38.
And then he hung on to Trump, didn't he, for what seemed like an eternity in floods of tears.
39.
Key shot coming up. Lots of top spin. Trying to arc that cue ball into the pack. Let's watch the cue ball here. Well, he played it a little bit more softly than I thought. Has he got a red into this right centre, just past the pink?
46.
Yeah, just about.
Code 7.
This is where he has to stay focused, because he knows what a golden chance
54.
this is now to equalise in style.
55.
All those events in Milton Keynes in the lockdown with no audience, you know, it's a pretty eerie atmosphere. No atmosphere really, but he just, as I say, managed to focus. Just concentrate on the table.
Once again, using his cue part there, lots of side spin. He managed to fall on a plant here. Nicely played. And this is much better from Judd Trump. You can almost see the focus and determination and concentration.
69.
Yeah, this is effectively frame ball to thoroughly punish Jiahui's miss.
70.
Went for a long one, and that's his last shot of the frame, it would seem.
$75. 76.
And here was the long shot.
81.
Wasn't that? I mean, he could have played that with a lot of pace and brought the cue ball back to ball, but decided to try and lay on the black, and it's cost him. It was a risky one.
82.
Knock this pink into the yellow pocket, keep the break going, and possibly make a century break.
Stayed right down until the pink went in. The high break so far in the tournament has been made this evening by Andy Hicks, 143. He made 2
88.
centuries, Andy, and lost 4-2 to John Higgins.
8-9.
Well, in the end, a wonderful break. Great control. And important in terms
9-6.
of levelling up in style after losing a very scrappy
9-7.
frame where he made a few mistakes. So this black then, for career century number 860. And you just know there'll be many more to come.
One hundred 4. $105.
And now we could see anything in the next few shots.
Yeah, we're going to see a little bit of naughty snooker here. It's been an excellent break.
112.
Lovely control. There's the first one. Oh, look at the side spin. Wow, great job.
114.
It's amazing how much power he can generate.
117.
We're going to be flying around the table here. Where do you want to see this one, Dave?
Just thinking, wrong side of the blue. What's going on? It's audacious talent.
126.
Bang in the middle. What a break.
32.
It's black for a total clearance of 139. Fantastic stuff from Judd Trump. That is how you bounce back after losing the frame. Jiahui missed the long red. Judd Trump cleared the lot and were level at 1 each. So it's 1-1, and Judd Trump emphatically taking that last frame with 139 total clearance. Best of 7 to reach round 2 here. So Jiahui, he made a few errors in frame 1, they weren't punished, but the one he made there, a missed long red, not an easy pot, but it was punished thoroughly. They'll be delighted to see the cue ball running behind the green. Even Judd Trump's not going to pot one here. The winner of this match, by the way, plays Dean Young, a second season professional from Scotland who qualified a few weeks ago. Remember, the top 16 had their matches held over to the venue.
Yeah, just having a look, see if he gonna take this red on. Was there a gap? Seems to be a gap just between red and black and back off that top cushion. He's got a couple of choices here. He's going to take this one. Oh, nice shot. Deserves a little bit of luck there. Got a kiss off the black and red. Good pot. Certainly not afraid to take these shots on. It's good to see.
Very close to fluking it.
Jiahui 1.
But that's the problem, isn't it? You know, one good pot doesn't win you a frame. You've got to keep going. Got lucky, it would seem, but Trump would have been, I'm sure, pleased to see the green stay out. Mark Allen 2-0 up on Stuart Carrington on table 3. Slim line, Mark Allen now. Saw him talking to Rob earlier about the weight loss. Not good for Jiahui.
One. Eight. Nine.
And already this frame opening up for Trump. And I'm sure on a night where Ronnie O'Sullivan struggled and was beaten, Judd Trump would love not only to win, but to do so playing really well.
Yeah, that was nice and handy, that red positioning itself over the corner pocket and just play a little plant here, go up for blue. And that's handy that it stayed over the pocket as well, the second red. I'd like to play on the red to the left of the black. because that would open up the black possibly into both corner pockets. So I might play on the one that's over the pocket, which he has done. But the red just to the left of the black is
21.
will be his next target, I'm sure.
22.
Once he takes this red, of course, it just makes the break a
29.
lot easier.
$30. $37.
See, Joe, we missed that green, but got away with it. However, he played a terrible safety to leave the red on.
38.
And all that sort of bullishness that we saw from him earlier on in the evening, just maybe draining away a little bit.
$45.
Ooh. That was a surprise,
That's 45.
considering the break that he made in the last frame as well. Played this well. So, interesting moment, because Trump, as I say, was looking good to press on with another big break to take the frame out. But miss came out of nowhere, and now he's snookered.
And he'd be slightly reluctant to move this red away from this, close to this right hand side cushion. He's got away with that, unless this red passes the bunch into the right centre, which I don't think it does. So he's being very fortunate there. Well, maybe does it go? Pretty close. Well, maybe it does. So maybe it's worth having a go. He's certainly sizing it up. He's got a straightforward safety shot back the ball, but it's worth taking on, I feel, this red. I don't think he'll be leaving anything should he miss. One. Certainly the bottom one of the bunch he may cut. Didn't want that cue ball coming off this top cushion so far.
One.
Yeah, it's got to be said that Jiahui is giving Trump openings. The question is, can Trump make the most of this one, having broken down, of course, initially on 45. Very open game that C's playing. Well, that was a horrible contact.
Judd Trump 1.
Didn't sound at all nice.
was a horrible kick, wasn't it? He's one of the players on the tour that doesn't use the new chalk, Judd Trump. Not something that you see quite regular these days with the new chalk. You don't see many kicks, but he's one of the few players that doesn't use that chalk, Judd Trump, so hence will be more susceptible to kicks.
One.
I don't think there's any prize for guessing what's going to happen next.
Judd Trump 1.
This is not going to be easy to get out of this without leaving a pot on. This is nasty. Not quite sure whether he can come off this ball cushion just past the brown and try and maybe lay on that red just below the green spot, but the angle is... So I have to judge this. I'm just going to slide the cue ball. Will it slide enough? Well, you can't touch that. You can't make a mark on the ball cushion. You've got to be careful. You can do it with your finger, but you can't do it with the tip of your cue. Leave it some sort of chalk mark. The referee has to be aware there. But just watch the cue ball slide when it hits this ball cushion. Yeah. I don't think the angle is there.
Foul. And the miss, Judd Trump 4.
He's trying to put a little bit of left-hand side on the cue ball to try and straighten it up, but brown is in the way.
got to be moved. It's not by much, is it? A couple of millimetres.
Judd.
So, attempt number 2, he's already 50 points behind. If he leaves a red on, surely going to be 2-1 trump. He has done. He's in trouble there, but he's contributed in a way. He's gone for a lot of pots, quite a few low percentage, not been getting them. Oh, wow. Did that cue ball stay out? Looks certain to go in.
Ran around the pocket, didn't it? Have a look at this again.
1.
Yeah, Jiahui's pot success is only 67%, so he has taken a lot on, and he's playing an attacking game, which is good to see, but
6.
just not going in. And the one he took on in this frame, he left trump the red from which he laid the snooker.
7.
Now he needs this black. It should be 2-1.
Yeah, a little round of applause.
14.
Audience acknowledging that was virtually frame ball. And this will stop his opponent come back to the table.
15.
Yeah, it's just a couple of shots, isn't it? He sort of pushed the boat out a little bit too much. Jiahui,
20.
obviously blessed with a lot of talent.
21.
He just needs to sometimes hold the reins a little bit. He gets in. He looks pretty confident, there's no doubt about that. It's just a shot choice at times. That comes with experience.
24.
Yeah, Trump, of course, learned that himself. When he came on the scene, he was an
26.
out-and-out potter and so talented, so exciting, but he wanted to be a regular winner, and to do that he needed a proper all-round game, which he's certainly got now.
Foul. Judd Trump. 26.
Well, the break ends, but the frame has also ended, of course, that's the key thing. Judd Trump, having lost the opening frame, he made a 139. And, well, he got Jiahui in a nasty snooker there, took advantage. He's hit the front at 2-1. So Judd Trump 2, Jiahui
Thank
1.
you,
That's the
for
score here.
Judd
Best
Trump
of
to
7
break.
to reach round 2 of the British Open. Joe Perry has just made an excellent 62 clearance to take a 3-0 lead against Hussein Vafai. Big clearance from the gentleman there. Welsh Open champion. Yeah, they've done a nice job with this arena. Very spacious place, the Marshall Arena. Bit more relaxed, Ken, than when we first came here in the lockdown. You're not in quarantine now for looking out the window.
Oh, yeah. I'd spent 2 days in my room for looking out the window, taking a picture at the top of the stairs, looking onto the wonderful pitch of the MK Dons here.
We missed you for those 2 days.
Yeah. That's 48 hours of my life that I won't get back, that's for sure. But yeah, it's been very good to the snooker world, particularly during COVID, of course. We had a lot of tournaments here. I was here for about 3 months, and it was nearly going back home with a Milton Keynes accent. I was here that long, but certainly enjoyed it. They were very hospitable here, looked after us well, and we were able to have a lot of tournaments during the lockdown.
Yeah, and I know a lot of snooker fans as well had, appreciated being able to watch the snooker stuck at home. Weather not very nice, everything shut, and the guys, all the players, and everyone did everyone proud.
Nice view up there from the galley. Yeah, I'd like to get the cue ball somewhere over near the green here, just those 2 reds on the right hand side of the cushion just makes it a little bit more difficult for his opponent. But no, it was a very strange shot. No pressure on his opponent from that safety shot whatsoever. See, Judd can see the potential of trying to get the cue ball over that side. And it's only because the 2 reds that are close to this right hand side cushion, just of course you can't come down the right hand side of the table. May just have an edge of one of the reds in the pack, just left of the pink. Yeah, very good. Judd Trump may be tempted at taking this red on. He's coming around to have a look at the angle, but he's not 100% sure where the cue ball's going, and that will make this pot a little bit more difficult.
Well, on another day he leaves him in, doesn't he? But on this day he's not. So Jiahui has just got to swallow that. And that's one of the tests, of course, for the players, that sort of to put away that sense of injustice. I should have a chance now. Well, he might come. It's up to him to try and keep things as tight as he can. Literally rolled his sleeve up here. He doesn't want to graze one of the reds. Well, he doesn't like that shot, so just a little tickle up. Of course, worried about the red near to the corner. Well, again, full-blooded at the pot. Neither's really been turning much down. Size break, Jiahui only 30 so far. Pot success 67%. These are figures that need to go up.
1.
It's a good opportunity here. Okay, black's tied up, but pink's available. Plenty of reds to go at here. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball. I could have travelled a little bit more. It might have been helpful for him, just for that red into the
7.
right centre. But he's still okay. He's got a red into the left centre.
Eight.
Still not total control of the cue ball. And it was nicely played. Now he's going to need one good positional shot here. May take the red into the right centre. The red over the right corner is a lot easier, but it's not a clear path to the pink or blue here. Gotta be careful.
14.
Not exactly ideal. Still struggling with position.
Foul. 14. Top from 6.
It's kind of building up to trouble, wasn't it? And he's found it in the end. He's gone in off. confidence seems to have drained away from him, hasn't it? You know, he's looking really up for this early on in the match, but was punished for that missed red in frame 2 and took quite a long time over that little contribution as well. Had been 25 minutes before that visit, then he potted a ball.
He just didn't have a really good control of the cue ball, just kept running into trouble. The red is just in a slightly awkward place, but it should be okay into this right centre with Judd Trump. Brown to follow, and maybe blue.
1.
And now we're all there for him.
Six.
And this was the red that Jiahui refused. He took the easier red. I think this would have been a better one for to get onto the pink.
7.
His previous visit.
Thirteen.
Yeah, it's not a position that Judd will be expecting to win the frame from. And he certainly get plenty of points on the board here if he can. And put himself in a really good position for a 3-1 lead.
19. Twenty. 26. 27.
Last of the open reds this after the blue. And now he has to try and work out a nice angle on his next colour to try and possibly
32.
disturb one or two.
Thirty-three.
Nice shot. It's okay. He has that up into the green pocket. He's having a look at the scoreboard.
39. 40.
They play on the loose red, the one that's closest to the right hand corner pocket. That's a nice positional shot. Very well played.
45. That's from 45.
Well, the red stays out. He's got a useful lead here with balls awkward, but there was a chance to press on and maybe win the frame at that visit.
quite sure where he can make a plant. Yeah, see, the first red won't go by the second red that's close to the cushion, so this plant is not straightforward here. He may have to... Can he swerve around those two reds and just try and clip the red that's over the corner pocket? Has he got enough of that red? He could just pot. I think he might do. Having a good look at it. Aye, plenty.
One.
Well, it's not a bad angle on the pink here. May be able to disturb the black and the two reds on the top cushion. Let's have a look at these two reds. Are they a plant? Oh, they must be a plant. Oh, that's a result.
Seven. Eight.
You see him drop his head. He was hoping the black would be open into the same pocket, but the red just has blocked it. That's unlucky. Oh, that's a fantastic shot. Well played.
Fourteen. Jiahui, 14.
He likes life on the edge, doesn't he? See, Joey. I mean, if he'd have missed the pink, he would have left that red on. He has now missed the red. 23 points in it. Looks like Joe Perry. In fact, he is over the line because they're just shaking hands. He's beaten the same Vafai as Asay made that great clearance in frame 3. And he's won 4-0. So Joe Perry, that looked a tough match to call over there. But Joe Perry, the Welsh Open champion, of course, he beat Trump in that final last season. He goes through to the next round. Well, the raise of the hand tells you he's covered the red over the pocket. Very lucky there.
That's about the best Judd Trump could have done there. Played it hard to try and move the 2 reds away from the corner pocket, but he has left this red. He's taking it on. Big shot. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Ball's going everywhere. Now he's left it this time. He hasn't got away with it. He's certainly not afraid to go for his shots, is he?
Well, no, his strategy hasn't changed all night. Just hasn't got enough of them.
1.
Didn't get lucky that time, so Trump gets this opportunity then to press on to within a frame of victory.
Oh. I bet his heart skipped the
8.
beat there just for a moment. Black didn't look like it was going to drop.
Nine.
So the blue and Jiahui needs a snooker. Remember, they played 3 times before. Trump's won them all best of 7s. 4-0, 4-2, 4-2. I have to say the heavy favourite now to make it 4 wins out of 4 against C.
14. 15.
No one could accuse Jiahui tonight of being defensive.
That's a bit of an understatement. He hasn't been vintage Judd Trump
22.
tonight, but he's just done enough so far. The highlight obviously was that 139 in the second frame. But
27. 31.
'Tremendous shot.
36.
Tremendous amount of right-hand side on the cue ball.
If that had gone in, it might have broken our pocket camera. The pace he played it.
36. And the
So
frame.
Judd Trump has won another rather bitty frame, but he's won it. That's all he cares about. And he's won from victory here, leading Jiahui by 3 frames to 1. So it's 3-1. Judd Trump needs one more frame. I'm sure he'd like to
break.
get this out the way as soon as he can now. Jiahui needs to, well, if he's going to keep going for his shots, which I think he will, he needs to start getting them. And then keeping some control once he gets in, that's also been an issue. Highest break still only 30. So when he has got in, he hasn't really been doing too much damage.
A little kiss on the yellow has left this red. Get his hand on the table. Now will he play for the black? I'm sure he will. Might go around the black, maybe. It looks like it. Yeah, he's gone around the black. Those are the type of shots at the beginning of this match he was trying to drop in for the black. Successfully got one right from the very first frame. He's just lost his way a little bit. That's a good shot. Now, is there a gap to this red over the corner pocket? No, so he's just going to roll down, try and nestle on it.
To see there's still plenty of people watching on the outside tables there. Mark Allen 3-0 up against Stuart Carrington, and Barry Hawkins and Dwayne Jones 2-2 on the pink in the next. Well, he really is dicing with death, isn't he? And another little raise of the hand. Just got a sort of thin clip off that red. A fuller kiss, he would have left trump in, surely. Barry Hawkins has won a black ball frame against Dwayne Jones, so 3-2 to the Hawk. If he wins the match, he has a rematch with Karen Wilson, who beat him in the recent European Masters final in Germany. Hawkins, he played really well in that tournament. He beat Trump, he beat Mark Williams, but his form in the final, for some reason, just collapsed.
You may see Judd Trump try and release the black here. The two reds just to the right of the black. You play into them with a bit of pace and try and bring the black into play. And the cue ball behind the yellow would be a bonus as well. That was an excellent shot. Well played. And that's the part of the game that we've been speaking about. He's really improved on. That's a wonderfully judged shot. 4 cushions, perfect pace. He's going for the 2 cushion escape here. Got to be very precise with this. It's a mistake. And that last safety shot from Judd Trump was forced an error. I'm sure this red passed the black. He's having a good look at it, so it must be. Yeah, it does go.
One. Six.
Love to get the black on the spot if he has a nice angle on one of these reds here. Looks a little bit straight. That may be able to force the cue ball towards the black. Could screw it back.
Seven.
Once again, maybe a heavy contact. And get enough zip in the cue ball to get it up top side. This could be good if it slows up. Red below the pink pots.
12.
And that could be very, very good. Not quite sure he was playing for that red, but I'll have to give him the benefit of the doubt. That was a wonderful crafted shot.
13.
Yeah, he's in for the kill. In for a place in round 2 against Dean Young, second season professional from Scotland. Remember, if Trump does win the title, it'll go back to number 1 in the world rankings. He'll just go above Ronnie O'Sullivan, who of course lost this evening to Alexander Ursenbacher. If you can win a
20.
title, a big one like this early in the season, what a springboard that is for the rest of the campaign. Because it ties up the
21.
Players Series places. You don't have to worry about that. And obviously, as I say, the number 1 spot as well. You'd love to not only get it back after this event, but keep it.
Yeah, this is where he's at his best.
28.
And it all came from that wonderful
29.
safety shot, bringing the black. The black was tied up. You remember, he brought it out into open play. Got his opponent in all sorts of trouble behind the yellow. And looks like he's going to take advantage of it. Not much work to do here. Just keep good control of that
36.
cue ball.
37.
Yeah, he's a very clever player, Trump. You know, people talk about his potting quite rightly, but just the way he sort of unravels the puzzle in front of him, that all-round game he's got now has really served him well these last few years.
$44. $45.
He is in a very tough era, the class of 92, still all going strong. He was in the semi-finals at the Crucible with all three of them.
52.
The likes of Robertson and Selby, a little bit older than him. And then challengers coming along a bit younger,
53.
like Xiao Xing Tong, Luca Brissell. But he has the game and the confidence to take them all on.
Oh, yeah, when he's in full flow. Yes. One of the best
59.
players that's ever played the game, for sure. And he can go on to even greater
60.
things. Love to get another world title, but there's plenty more titles that he'd like to win as well, and capable of.
So he's a couple of balls away, as you can see
66.
from getting this wrapped up. Jiahui came out and played a very open game.
7.
Trump has played a more canny game, and he's got the result he was looking for. But he's also done the scoring crucially in this match. The 139 in frame 2, and could well end with a century here.
74.
Yeah, I just thought that
75.
break in the second frame really sort of settled him down, didn't it? It sort of stamped a little bit of authority on the match for himself. Hasn't played his best, but he's done
82.
what he's had to do, and when he's got in, if he does make another century, well, unfortunately, not this time.
Judd from
82 will do, though. As I say, he did the heavy hitting, and for the fourth time in as many meetings, he's beaten Jiahui. So Roddy O'Sullivan was eliminated earlier on tonight, but another big beast is into round 2. Judd Trump wins 4-1. We'll have all the reaction after the break.